Patico gente, aquí estamos de nuevo en Kingdom Come Deliverance. Y pues vamos a seguir en donde lo dejamos. Hablar con Sir Road.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Claro. Anda de comer.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Ok, tengo que seguirlo.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great honor.
Estoy muriendo de hambre.
Milady.
20 FPS.
You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad.
Brave, yeah.
Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear.
A
Aren't
bear.
you?
Me encanta. Ese acento británico.
Eat your fill.
And
Parece
a little
acento
wine to wash it down.
británico. Pero
Thank
no
you,
sé.
my lady.
Ya veremos.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're incapable.
Antes en esa
hands,
época
so
valía
I'll
demasiado
leave you to it.
la palabra
Good
de
night.
cualquier noble o cualquier familiar que esté relacionado con algún noble. Y aunque vos tengas un puesto súper alto en el tema de la milicia,
You can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take
no
off those
importaba
filthy
mucho tu
boots
palabra.
before getting into bed.
Siempre la palabra del noble estaba por encima de las cosas. Ir a la cocina con Sir Robard. Robard. Me encanta ese nombre, Robard. Ok, vamos a comer entonces. Hay mucha comida. Voy a agarrar todo. Voy a vender después. Voy a agarrar lo más que pueda. Panecillo. Panecillo. Más panecillo. Vamos a agarrar todo. Agarrar queso. Agarrar. Sin miedo. Te mereces todo esto y más. Ok, manzana.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz.
Ugh,
I have kin there.
estoy mareado. Come. Vamos a comer del caldero. Solo alimenta la mitad. Bueno, la mitad. Más para agarrar aquí. Queso. Pan. Voy a agarrar todo lo que se pueda. Y creo que eso lo es. Lo siento, pues sin querer. Inventario. Comida. ¿Qué vamos a comer? Las patas de pollo. Ya desapareció el hombre, perfecto. Ahora solo tengo sueño. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Hacia pabellón del patio. ¿Acá afuera?
My word.
No, acá afuera no es.
Oh, good God.
Ya, vamos a descansar enseguida.
I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning.
Ah, aquí. Sí, privacidad, por favor. Perfecto. Sentarse, no me quiero sentar, quiero dormir. Ah, claro. Cuando se está cansado, la resistencia y la elocuencia también van disminuyendo. La solución, bla bla bla, dormir. Ok. Entonces mucho Skyrim. Mucho Skyrim. Ok, parece que va a pasar algo aquí. Los FPS bajan y dan miedo cuando hay películas, ¿eh?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy,
Viene de visita.
did I?
My lady. No, not at all.
¿Y
But
quién va a
what
poder
brings you here at
dormir,
this hour?
boludo, después de todo lo que pasó?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Vino.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Thank you. Vamos a contarle la verdad. ¿Por qué no? Contar la historia del
You
ataque.
might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Voy a cobrar una deuda.
A
Vamos a
fellow
ir
by
por
the name of
orden de lo que
Kunich owed
hicimos.
money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Vio uno en el horizonte, orden enorme atacó, comando ejército, sí. Una
A
orden
horde
enorme.
of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Vi cómo asesinaron a mi dama Bianca, mataron a mi madre y a mi padre.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. I cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Ajá. Los humanos estaban saqueando el pueblo.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench.
Ya, la que
She'd been
salvamos.
caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
No voy a olvidar la cara del pelado. Voy a hacer que pague por todo esto.
Terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed.
Tengo que agregar que el tema del juego es básicamente en tiempos medievales, ya saben, el tema de las cruzadas era muy fresca y básicamente la gente era muy cerrada con el tema de los cultos y todo eso.
Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Claro, en esa época era así.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
7 años.
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
We are here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Thank you.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Ah, me encanta ese acento que tienen. Clip. Ah, los sueños. Ahora va a 60 FPS. Está un poquito mal el tema del juego, ¿no? Poquito.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Don't be coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
Sí, bajo de nuevo.
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ok. Vamos a ver. No me dejan dormir, loco. Ir a las almenas por las escaleras de la puerta. Ok. Ya. Voy. Ah, la antorcha. Traído, carajo. A ver, si necesitas luz de noche, mantén pulsado 1. He pulsado 1, ahí está. Quiero usar la antorcha, pero si quieres tener una mano izquierda libre para, por ejemplo, usar un escudo, por deber una posición de chotas cabras para tener visión en la oscuridad. Y no vamos.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight.
Ok. Me parece que de repente está mal estructurado el juego porque como puta no podía 30 FPS. Ok, cierro.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune.
Claro.
Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Ay. Y sube a 60 FPS. Tienen límite nomás el juego de 60 FPS porque a mí me puede ir mucho más que eso.
Who else, Robert? Sir Ansig, what a relief. Is his lordship there with you? Yes, sir, he is right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Raptic, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised.
Buena estrategia.
We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, Better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father.
Claro.
I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet!
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times.
Dark time.
Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
Bueno, nosotros lo que vamos a hacer básicamente va a ser seguir la historia del juego, porque he visto varias guías y todo esto. Tiene muchísimo contenido, pero ese contenido yo creo que voy a dejarlo para mí. Aquí voy a subir solo lo que es la historia y ya está.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I have. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Okay.
What the hell? Be a bit more careful.
Vigilar las almenas. No sé qué carajo es eso. O sea, me parece que hay que seguir caminando, vámonos por acá. Así que...
God be with you.
No sé, con vos. ¿Qué os parece la manera que aparece la gente de
What do you think
Scali?
about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Claro.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
The fuck?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Oh yeah.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning.
I will. Thank you.
Ok. Que si hay que esperar algo se puede dejar con el tiempo en la. Como ya dije antes, esto es Skyrim. Así que vamos a esperar. ¿Listo? ¿Qué? Ok, no sé qué está pasando. Corre. Hacia allá. Carajo, güey. Mágicamente la gráfica sube de nuevo a 60 FPS. Me gusta el tema del interior del juego porque no es que son cinemáticas, sino que son tiempos que ocurren dentro del juego en tiempo real, o sea, ven las físicas y todo eso, no es que sea una cinemática, es el tiempo real.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause.
Parece que van a atacar otra vez el lugar.
I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir
Calmado,
Markvart von
calmado.
Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia,
Y
who has
calmana será.
resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king.
Hay algo raro.
Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less.
¿Cierto?
Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratsig Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
¿Sabías palabras?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Petersen. La tensión, la tensión. Pero si atacan, no hay nada que hacer acá. No, va a atacar. Ah, retirada, 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 retirada.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robert.
Good. Good. ¿A vos? Te voy a matar, pelado de mierda. ¿Para la mañana? Los puntos objetivos completados. Good. ¿Qué dice? Enterrar a tus seres queridos.
Damn. Jesus Christ be praised.
Ok, las calis. Ok, ¿por qué
Why did
seguimos?
Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Okay.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Gutenberg?
Why do you think?
Oh, ok. ¿Esta es una posición estratégica y las fortificaciones son fuertes? No. Tenía miedo de los señores de gente de... No. No para ver con el ejército. Segundo.
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Gutenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Gutenberg silver is king.
So Gutenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Gutenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Gutenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Entiendo.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
A ver, ¿qué hago? Si estuviera en mi pellejo haría lo mismo. Okay.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want?
Okay,
forget it.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Este juego me gusta cada vez más. Me gusta, me gusta. Bueno. ¿Qué hay que hacer? Enterrar a tus seres queridos en Skalitz, ir a por vuestro caballo en el establo, salir del castillo. Ok. Yo creo que vamos a dejar el juego por aquí. Hola, vengo a comer su comida. Thank you. Vale, ya está. Está muy rico. Bueno. Hay que salir del castillo y ir a enterrar a su hijo, así que llevar nuestro caballo. No sé por qué tengo una antorcha prendida. Ahí está. Perfecto. Bueno, yo creo que vamos a dejar el juego por aquí. Está bien hasta donde llegamos, pura cinemática y todo, pero creo que después de todas estas misiones ya viene lo que nosotros diríamos el mundo abierto. Porque mira todo este mundo, mira todo este mapa. Y esta es una pequeña parte porque es gigante de por sí. Así que nada, gracias por ver el vídeo hasta aquí. Nos vemos en la próxima. Bye.